The following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
We welcome you to Garaway High School for tonight's opening round of the East District Division VI Girls Softball Tournament. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Claxon. Tonight, it is the Hiland Hawks going up against the Garaway Pirates as our pregame show continues. Inside the Dugout is coming up here on WKLM.
Make sure your Medicare Open Enrollment Plan allows you to receive the pharmacy service you deserve. This is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and did you know that Medicare prescription plans are constantly changing from one year to the next? More and more plans are increasing copays or trying to force you into using their plan-owned mail-order pharmacies. Let us help you prepare for the upcoming year by scheduling a consultation with one of our expert team members, or tell your current insurance expert to make sure your plan allows you to get your prescriptions at one of our local Premier Pharmacy locations in Berlin, Millersburg, and now also in downtown Sugar Creek. Thank you for allowing us to be your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They carry their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
A remodel or new build is more than just a project. At Kime, we believe these projects mean creating a new play space for your little ones, designing a gathering place to make and share meals, or building an outdoor oasis to relax and recharge. We're here to help you reimagine your space. Our home center in Charm is a one-stop shop for flooring, appliances, kitchens, and so much more. Our team of experts is here to help support you every step of the way. That's the beauty of working with Kime. That's your home reimagined.
Some call it over-planning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
There may be other choices out there, but when it comes to tires and service, there's really only one place to go. Millersburg Tire Service. In business for over 73 years, it's not just about the prices, it's about the people and the service. That's why service is in their name. They started back in 1953 from humble beginnings, and today they continue serving homes in the surrounding counties with a beautiful showroom, modern facilities, and even a front porch where you're always welcome. They treat people the way you want to be treated. With all that, there's no reason to go anywhere else. Millersburg Tire Service, located on State Route 39, east of Millersburg.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the Central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Inside the Dugout is brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg. We're inside the Dugout with head coach Carrie Sparling of the Hiland Hawks. Coach, you guys have made it through the regular season. Now it's on to tournament time. But how would you say your team has grown throughout the season?
Yeah, so it's hard to put on paper how our team has grown. We've grown in confidence. We've grown in just grit and getting things done. We don't always do things pretty, but we are working on getting fundamentally better every single game. And it's starting to show. The box scores, if you start looking, if you're a statistician like I am, you start looking at the in-between, and those are improving. Maybe their final outcome isn't, but definitely what's in between is.
Now you're looking to build a program. You know, this is your fifth season here, but, you know, each year your group seems to get better.
Absolutely. Every year we get just a little bit better. We had a few more missing pieces. We're starting to get pitching that's coming. We've got pitching coming up through the youth, which is going to make a huge difference in the program in years to come. Just every year, all of these girls, I don't think other than the seniors, everybody's on year 3, maybe 4 playing as far as experience, and that's huge at this level. And every year that they get experience, the better that they play and the more that they learn and grow.
You mentioned seniors. Let's talk about that group specifically. Tell us about your 4 seniors and what they mean to this program.
Yeah, so I've got 2 seniors that have been with me for 4 years, so almost the whole time that I've been here, and they have grown exponentially since they've been here. Their fundamentals have gotten stronger. They are the leaders on this team, and for good reason. They've been here 4 years. They put their time in. My other 2 seniors, though they haven't been here as long, they have been working hard to improve, and they are pieces that we need for this team in order to complete a team and also just to put a good team on the field.
Obviously, you're playing a rivalry game, another fellow IVC opponent with the Hiland Hawks. What's going to be, or with the Garaway Pirates, what's the message to the Hawks as you go into this game?
It doesn't matter what is on the front of their jersey. It only matters what's on the front of ours and how we play Hiland softball.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, that's the head coach of the Hiland Hawks, Carrie Sparling. Back with more after this on WKLM.
Thank you, sir.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
And I'm joined by Garaway Lady Pirates head softball coach, that is Dennis Koschmeter, off to a record of 21-5, top seed in this East District in Division 6. Another terrific season for you, Dennis. Of course, coming off that state runner-up appearance from a year ago in Division 6. So talk about this group here, what seems about this year's team you've been able to coach.
Well, it's been, a great group. We had everybody who was a starter last year return, and so that was a good start to the season, plus also a really strong freshman class. We have a full JV team this year, and freshman pitcher who's turned into being one of probably our main pitcher for the last several weeks. And so, yeah, we built upon last year, and our hitting has improved, our defense has improved, just across the board. And that's what we talked about coming in the season, that everybody needed to just get a little bit better, and that has happened.
Well, as you mentioned, the hitting has improved, been strong really all season long, led by True Tango, has broke the single-season school record for hits. And talk about True and also the rest of the offense. What's that made them so good?
Well, True's had a great season, obviously, just from a statistics number, but she's had a hit in every game this season, other than one game where I had her sitting out. I brought her in as a pinch hitter, and she didn't get a hit that one at bat, but every game she has started, she's had at least one hit in, and that includes some top-level pitching that we've seen from Tusky Valley, Knott Valley, and Strasburg. And then Audrey Miller her power numbers are just crazy with 12 home runs. As a team, we've hit 36 home runs. We don't try to hit home runs, but we were trying to hit line drives. A lot of those are just going out of the park, and it's not just been those two, but right down through the batting order. From our starting lineup, our lowest batting average is still over 300, and we've got 5 or 6 girls hitting over 400. So from a team standpoint, that's great, but we've always talked about having those high batting averages against really good pitching. That's the difference. We haven't always done that when we face good pitching, but we did do it Friday against Strasburg and were able to get a lot of hits that game, and that's what we want to carry forward into the tournament.
Well, you mentioned going to the tournament here, and of course with a lot of girls back from last year's team, but a lot of girls a part of that big run to the state last year. How does it help you going into this year, just knowing that they had that experience of how to win at postseason play?
Well, you would think it would be a really big plus, but we had to deal with some issues this year. And when we start talking about it as a team, we really got to the bottom of it and realized that the girls were feeling a lot of pressure. And that was based on what happened last year. You know, the experience is there, but also these girls have put some unnecessary pressure on themselves, which was affecting a lot of things that were going on early in the season. And so they've been able to deal with that. This past week, we had 3 really close games. We lost in a walk-off, 1 in a walk-off, and then had to come from behind against Strasburg. So those type of games, I think, have really helped us just in the past week to prepare, knowing that, hey, we're able to pull out these close games, because that can happen anywhere along this tournament trail, no matter who you're facing. I mean, even facing Hiland today, they know that this could possibly be their last game, especially for a couple of their seniors they have. They're the 3 seniors, and you expect them to give it their all, and that's what we've been facing all year. Everybody wants to knock off a team that has gotten us to the championship game and say, hey, we beat them. And so we've always been a target, and our girls have learned to handle that as the season has gone on.
Well, you mentioned taking on Hiland, a former IVC team here, your first tournament game. And how nice is it, Dennis, to earn that top seed, though, and get a chance to start tournament play off on your home field?
Well, it's really nice. I mean, I've been on both sides of that when I was helping out with Hiland. You know, we often had to go travel somewhere along the river or somewhere for the first game. So I think for Hiland, even though I know they probably didn't want to have to face us, but they don't have to go very far down the road either. So it's almost like a home game for each of us, and I expect there to be a pretty good sized crowd for today's game. So yeah, being the number 1 seed, it's nice. It gets you to where you can kind of place yourself on the bracket, and somebody else has to choose to play you. In this case, Hiland really didn't have a choice since they were the last seed. But that number means nothing when it gets to the game. We just have to play the way we've played all season, execute our offense, our defense, and get strong pitching, and then hopefully things will go our way.
All right, Dennis, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
That is the voice of Garaway Pirates head softball coach, Dennis Kochmeter.
Inside the Dugout has been brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate, or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Some call it over-planning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Did you know having algae, moss, or mildew on your roof can impact your insurance? Take care of the problem before your insurance company takes action by calling Express Power Washing Incorporated at 330-231-4392. Home of the 2-year guarantee. If the green comes back, they come back. Call Express Power Washing Incorporated today at 330-231-4392 before your insurance company calls you.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977, it is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Phillips CT GIMD is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek in the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
We welcome you back again to Garaway High School. It is girls tournament softball here on WKLM. Tonight, it is the Garaway Pirates, state runner-up a year ago in Division 6, taking on cross-county rival in the Hiland Hawks from Holmes County. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Claxon. The Garaway Lady Pirates are coming off of 3 wins in a row. They last defeated West Holmes 9-2. Also, league victories over Strasburg and Claymont. They defeated the Tigers 7-6 in a big win, and then also knocked off Claymont 5-4. Their last loss was against Claymont in 2-1 fashion to wrap up the IVC schedule. The Hiland Hawks are coming off of 4 losses. They enter today's game with a record of 5-17, where Garaway is 21-5. Hiland's last victory was a 7-6 win over Mansfield Christian. Taking a look at some of the other games taking place in the East District tournament in Division 7. We mentioned the Strasburg Tigers. They are matching up against Malvern tonight in the Division 7 sectionals. Also this evening in Division 5, Sandy Valley welcomes Coshocton, and it is Claymont on the road at Edison here this evening. Other games in high school softball, Waynedale is at Smithville tonight, Shelby at Triway, Loudonville on the road at Circleville. The Danville Blue Devils welcome the Licking Valley Panthers, and TCC is hosting Buckeye Trail. In high school baseball here today, regular season action, the Hiland Hawks are welcoming Sandy Valley. Garaway's on the road at Indian Valley. Triway travels to Fairless. Central Christian welcomes Mogador. Ridgewood will be on the road at Claymont. Other games in the IVC, non-league play, it is Tusky Valley matching up against Carrollton. Buckeye Trail at TCC. Conotton Valley entertains Strasburg. Malvern at East Canton, and Norwalk is at Lexington tonight. This evening, coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll have our first pitch. It will be the Hiland Hawks and the Garaway Lady Pirates. We'll be back with more after this on WKLM.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomerane Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
Are you ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
At Beaches, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beaches.com.
Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
Give your home the protection it deserves with Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding from MRV Siding Supply. Cedar Max by Provia delivers outstanding performance inside and out, all in a variety of beautiful colors. Backed by a lifetime limited warranty, Cedar Max keeps your home looking great for years to come. Stop by MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or MRVsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because the deals at Roadie's IGA were too good to pass up.
Smart Chicken. Right now through Sunday, get Gerber's thighs or chicken drumsticks, just $1.99 a pound, and Gerber's boneless chicken lover's choice for only $3.98 a pound.
Plus, Epper's smoked sausage for $3.48, Oscar Mayer beef franks $4.98, and baby back pork ribs for $3.88 a pound.
And don't forget produce. Blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries are 2 for $6.
That chicken didn't just cross the road, he crossed over to savings.
Roadie's IJ Market.
Wayne Homes Health is now part of the Premier Pharmacy family, giving us even more ways to serve you. This is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm pleased to announce our acquisition of Wayne Homes Health in Worcester, allowing us to offer a full line of home medical equipment, including hospital beds, lift chairs, scooters, and more. We also offer home modifications, including stair lift and ramp installation. Rental and delivery are both available. Stop in and see the new display at our Berlin location, now located inside of German Village Shopping Center, or visit us in Worcester at 720 Winkler Drive to see our full line of medical and home modification equipment.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They carry their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available. Cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Tonight's starting lineups are being brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Tonight it is the Garaway Lady Pirates and the Hiland Lady Hawks. The visitor tonight is Hiland, and here's how they will start out. Tori Weaver will bat first and play shortstop. Jalen Emmel is the catcher and bat second. Hitting in the third spot is Eloise Bickle. She will pitch. Alyssa Yoder bats cleanup and plays second base. Lily Miller in the number 5 spot. She plays third. Olivia Yoder in center field will hit 6th. Lily Miller bats 7th and plays first base. Alyssa Hales is in left field and hits 8th. And Callie Eckert is in right field, and she will bat in the number 9 spot. For the Garaway Pirates, Krista Miller will lead things off as the center fielder. Kayla Miller, the designated player, will bat second. True Tango hits third and plays shortstop. Audrey Miller at first base and hits in the cleanup hole. Nadia Pope bats 5th and is in right field. Keaton Yoder at second base and hits 6th. Annabelle King is the pitcher and will bat 7th. Clea Glazer is at third base and hits 9th. Kylie LaCroix in left field and will bat last. And Sophia Connor is the catcher for the Garaway Lady Pirates. As spring construction and tree planting projects begin, remember to know what's below. Call before you dig. Call 811 within 48 hours so your utilities can be marked underground and service lines are located to keep you and your family safe. Starting lineups have been brought to you by the Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Make sure you remember that when with the arrival of spring and there is a storm out there, high winds and lightning, remember you can report power outages through our mobile application, Smart Hub, or you can text 55050. And you can also view the outage map on our website at www.hwecoop.com. And remember, never go near a down power line. Back with more after this from WKLM.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
A remodel or new build is more than just a project. At Kime, we believe these projects mean creating a new play space for your little ones, designing a gathering place to make and share meals, or building an outdoor oasis to relax and recharge. We're here to help you reimagine your space. Our home center in Charm is a one-stop shop for flooring, appliances, kitchens, and so much more. Our team of experts is here to help support you every step of the way. That's the beauty of working with Kime. That's your home reimagined.
Some call it overplanning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Tonight's starting lineups are being brought to you by tonight's national anthem is being brought to you by the Holmes County Veterans Service Administration. And today's national anthem has been brought to you by the Holmes County Veterans Services in Millersburg. We'll be back with more from Garaway High School right after this.
If you're looking for the best tires and service in the area, stop by Millersburg Tire Service. When it comes to selection, no one does it better. They sold 37 brands of passenger, SUV, light truck, heavy duty, and farm tires in the last year, serving Holmes County, all across Ohio, and 11 surrounding states. They even ship nationwide. Add in a knowledgeable staff with over 375 years of combined experience, and you've got everything you need, all in one place. So go with a team that's been serving Holmes County for over 73 years. Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, east of Millersburg.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
It's the opening round of the Division 6 Girls Softball East District Tournament. I'm Casey Claxon here tonight with the Garaway Lady Pirates hosting the Lady Hawks of Hiland High School. Garaway comes into tonight's contest with a record of 21-5. Hiland enters with 5 wins under their belt and 17 losses. On the mound tonight, it will be Anna King for the Garaway Lady Pirates. Looking at the defense, it'll be Glazier at third base, Tango at short, Yoder at second base, and Miller over at first. From left to right in the outfield, LaCroix is in left, Miller in center field, and Pope in right. Behind the plate is Connor and Annabelle King doing the pitching for the Lady Pirates. Leading things off, it will be Tori Weaver, the shortstop, to bat first for the Hiland Lady Hawks. Our first pitch today is being brought to you by MRV Siding Supply, where they have top quality products like Provia Siding, decorative siding, windows and doors, Provia manufactured stone, and accessories, all on County Road 624 in Millersburg. Call 1-800-524-7436. And our opening pitch brought to you by MRV Siding Supply. And it is in there for a strike as Anna King will light things up here to get started. In this contest, it'll be Weaver, Emmel, and Bickle to bat first for the Lady Hawks. Here is a ground to shortstop. Going to be fielded by Tango. Throw over down low in the turf, and that will be a throwing error against the Garaway shortstop, and Weaver will be on with an error at short. So the Lady Hawks attacking just the second pitch from King. Be the second batter as Emma will step in. She is the catcher. Over at first is Weaver and slaps it right back to the pitcher. They will throw back to second base. Good job by King to flip it to Tango to get the out. So fielder's choice for Emmel, and it goes down 1-6 for the put out at second base. So still a runner aboard as Eloise Bickle will come in and bat now, and the number 3 spot for the Hiland Lady Hawks. Outfield pretty much playing straight away for the Garaway Pirates. First pitch, now a quick snap throw down to first base. First pitch outside for ball 1. Connor not afraid to throw it down there. And the 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. Evens the count at a ball and a strike for Eloise Bickle. A pitching counterpart for the Hiland Lady Hawks. Emmel is down at first base, who reached on a fielder's choice, and now a swing and a miss for strike 2. Now the runner gets off and a quick throw down to first base. Diving back in is Emmel, safely at first. So a ball and 2 strikes. King rocks and fires, off-speed pitch, that's outside, evens the count up at 2-2. Beautiful day here up on the hill in Sugar Creek. Opening round of the Division 6 tournament. And there's a swing and a foul, that goes back.
Still 2-2. As Bickle steps in, and Annabelle King will rock and fire. Off-speed pitch, that's a little high. And another throw down to first base as Emma will dive back in safely. Brings it to a full count for the right-handed hitting pitcher in Bickle. And the payoff pitch, that is downstairs for ball 4, and now have 2 aboard here in the opening inning for the Lady Hawks. So Tori Weaver reached base on an error, and then a fielder's choice by Emmel as Weaver was thrown out at second, and now a walk to Bickle. So 2 runners aboard, runner in scoring position with 1 out, and that brings Alyssa Yoder to the plate, and there's a pitch taken for a strike as Annabelle King starts her off with some heat on the inside part of the plate. Lily Miller awaits on deck for the Lady Hawks. King rocking a fire. There's strike 2, caught the outside corner as Yoder squared around a bunt. So now it's 0-2. A little breezy today up on the hill in Sugar Creek. The wind is blowing in. It is not blowing out. You never know what you're going to get up here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that will be a strikeout swinging for the second out of the inning. Good shot by Sophia Connor, the catcher, to keep it from going into the turf and get the put out. So now 2 aboard with 2 out, and Lily Miller will step in for the Hawks. King gets the sign she wants and rocks and fires, and that's just a bit outside. A ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting third baseman. Olivia Yoder is on deck. There's a pitch. That hits the inside corner. Evens things up, and a ball and a strike. Bickle at first base. Emmel down at second. 1-1 pitch from Annabelle King, and that is a swing and a miss for strike 2. So King working ahead in the count after being down 1-0. Rocks and fires with the 1-2, a swing, and that is fouled back behind us. Still a ball and 2 strikes for Lily Miller. And here's the pitch from King, and that is high and away. Quick throw back into the circle. Really made Emmel scoot back to second base with a snap throw like that. Here's the 2-2, and that is high and away. So now brings the count to full. Two aboard with 2 out, and here is the payoff pitch, and that is upstairs for ball 4. So Lily Miller will make her way down to first base, and that will load the bases. So Emmel over at third. Bickle, who also walked, is at second, and Lily Miller, who just was issued the free pass, stands at first base, and that will bring up Olivia Yoder, the center fielder, to bat for the Hawks with the bases juiced. And there's the first pitch called a strike. Hit the outside corner. Yoder, the center fielder. Waits the second offering, a swing and a miss. Now a quick throw down to third base. And back in time over there is Emmel. So Yoder finds herself down 0-2. And here is the pitch from King. That is upstairs. Good one to waste. A ball and 2 strikes. Yoder back in the box, and here is King. Off-speed pitch, and just missed the outside corner. Brings the count to 2-2. Lily Miller awaits on deck. And King with a 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. So for the Hiland Lady Hawks, no runs, 1 error, 3 runners left on base. In the middle of the first, it is Hiland nothing, and the Garaway Pirates coming to bat. Back with more after this on WKLM.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because the deals the Roadies IGA were too good to pass up.
Smart Chicken. Right now through Sunday, get Gerber's thighs or chicken drumsticks, just $1.99 a pound, and Gerber's boneless chicken lover's choice for only $3.98 a pound.
Plus, Epper's smoked sausage for $3.48, Oscar Mayer beef franks $4.98, and baby back pork ribs for $3.88 a pound.
And don't forget produce. Blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries are 2 for $6.
That chicken didn't just cross the road, he crossed over to savings.
Roadie's IJ Marketplace in Millersburg. Low prices so good, even the livestock are shopping here.
Back at Garaway High School, it will be the Lady Pirates batting here in the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off will be Krista Miller, the center fielder. She's followed by Kayla Miller, and then True Tango will bat third for the Lady Pirates. The Hawks made things interesting in the first inning. They got a runner aboard with an error, and then a fielder's choice, and then a couple of walks. Loaded the bases, but they were not able to get a run across. First pitch there from Bickle is in there for a strike, and we are underway here in the bottom of the first inning. So no balls and 1 strike to Krista Miller, the center fielder, and here is a grounder past the second baseman. That will be a base hit, and the Lady Pirates start off with a single from their leadoff hitter in Krista Miller, and they've got one aboard here in the bottom of the first. Kayla Miller will now step to the plate. Miller hitting .424 on the season, squares to bunt, lays it down. The Hawks will field and throw to first, and going from first to third on the sacrifice. Good hustle by Krista Miller. She rounds second and then goes to third. So Kayla Miller does her job with the sacrifice on the putout for the first out of the inning. Bickle did a nice job to come up and field the play for the first out. But Krista Miller stands at third, and now True Tango will bat for the Lady Pirates. First pitch is inside for a ball. Tango hitting .605 on the season. For Garaway, she looks at a strike, and that evens things up, and a ball and a strike. Tango with 9 home runs on the season. Wind has kind of died down just a little bit, and now she lifts one into right field. It's going to be over the head of the right fielder, and Tango is off to the races. Round second, a run scores. Tango over to third with a stand-up triple, but just a towering shot that was over the head of Eckert in right field, and the Lady Pirates are on the board with their first run of the afternoon. So Krista Miller scored easily. Tango at third base, and that brings up Audrey Miller the first baseman who will bat. We mentioned Tango with 9 home runs. Audrey Miller has 12 dingers on the season. She looks at the first pitch. 1 out, a runner at third. Now Bickle. Pitch is hit and grounded into right field. That'll be a base hit. Gets by Eckert in right field. And now she's going to go ahead and try to stretch it into 3 bases as Miller stands at third base. And that's going to call that a single. And then an error on the right fielder. So she will get the RBI with the base hit, but she moves up to third base after the ball slipped underneath the glove of Eckert in right field. So now Nadia Pope will bat. So already 2 runs in for Garaway here in the bottom of the first. And there's a first pitch taken for a strike by Nadia Pope, the right-handed hitting right fielder. So Audrey Miller standing at third. Here is the pitch from Bickle. That's going to be inside. Ball. A ball and a strike to Nadia Pope. Keaton Yoder awaits on deck. Bickle rocks and fires, and that one's upstairs, and Miller offers at it, or Pope offers at it rather. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Actually say it's 2-2. I must have missed a pitch there along the way. And now that one is upstairs as well. That is ball 3. So brings the count to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner aboard. And that is Miller standing at third base. And here is the pitch to Pope. And that is called strike 3. And the catcher drops the ball, but they throw to first for the 2-3 put out. So the second out of the inning, and Miller, who tried to get stretched off there at third base, decided not to come and try to score. And that'll bring up Keaton Yoder, the second baseman who will bat. Has an opportunity for an RBI with Miller standing at third base. Ball downstairs for ball 1. Mimmel behind the plate, doing a good job for the Lady Hawks. Defensively, they've got Miller, Weaver, Yoder, and Miller stretched across the infield. And that one is fouled right off of the face mask of Immel. In the outfield, from left to right, they've got Hales, Yoder, and Eckert. Our home plate umpire stepping out in front of the plate. It was one of those situations, if this was a dirt field, he probably would have dusted off the plate, but just making sure that Immel is okay after taking a pretty good shot right off the face mask. So ball and 2 strikes after Yoder fouls it down the right field line. So Bickle will come in and take one more crack at it. Now the ball comes back in play, giving it to our home plate umpire. So a ball and 2 strikes with 2 out, runner at third, and Yoder at the plate. Waiting the 1-2 pitch from Bickle. And that's an off-speed pitch that's down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this one is lifted into center field. Yoder is under it and makes the catch, and that will bring us to the third out of the inning. For the Pirates, they get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 runner left, and at the end of 1, it is Garaway 2 and Hiland nothing. This is girls tournament softball on WKLM.
MEB Systems, the area's flat roof specialist. MEB Systems also offers retrofit solutions for low-slope metal roofs. MEB Systems counts it as a privilege to serve our community and beyond with the highest level of customer service and top-notch workmanship. Let them not only learn your business, but also your trust. When it comes to your roof, trust your local experts who believe if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online online at mbbsystems.com. MBB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Annabelle King back out on the mound for her second inning of work, and she starts off Lily Miller with a first pitch strike. 2-0 our score as the Garaway Lady Pirates score 2 in the bottom of the first inning. Second pitch, a swing and a miss by Lily Miller. Finds herself down now 0-2 in the count. King rocks and fires, and this one is lifted into left field. LaCroix is under it, and she will make the catch in foul territory for the first out of the inning. Melway Paving Company is a well-known asphalt paving contractor for homes and surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, crack sealing, seal coating, chip and seal, and pavement planning. That's Melway Paving Company in Holmes County. So after the fly out, Alyssa Hales will now bat second, and she fouls the first pitch from Annabelle King. Back to the screen. The Hawks had 3 runners aboard back in the first inning, but were not able to push a run across. Second offering to Hales. It's going to be down a little bit low, so a ball and a strike. Hales will look down third base side to her head coach and Carrie Sparling. King with the 1-1 pitch. That catches the outside corner for a strike. Now a ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting left fielder, Alyssa Hales. Outfield kind of playing her shaded a little bit to the right. And now a pitch, a swing and a miss. And that will be strike 3. So second strikeout of the game, second out of the inning for Annabelle King. And now it'll be Callie Eckert, the number 9 hitter, to bat for Hiland. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Eckert's out in right field today for the Hawks. Speaking of the outfield for Garaway, they've got LaCroix, Miller, and Pope left to right. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Defensively, they've got Glazer, Tango, Yoder, and Miller, with Connor behind the plate and Annabelle King doing the pitching. Eckert finds herself down, no balls and 2 strikes, and here is the offering from King, a swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Hawks here in the top of the second. The Lady Hawks go down in order. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Phillips CT GIMD is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek and the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Annabelle King will lead things off for the Garaway Lady Pirates. It'll be King, Glazer, and LaCroix to bat. Hitters 7, 8, and 9 here in the bottom of the second inning. Pirates up 2-0. I'm Casey Claxon. Glad to have you with us here on WKLM for the opener in the Division 6 softball tournament from the East District. Swing and a foul. That goes out of play. Bickle ahead now in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Facing her pitching counterpart in Annabelle King. A ball and 1 strike, rather. That's going to be downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Bickle rocks and fires. That one's upstairs. So 3 balls and a strike now to Annabelle King. And she has to duck out of the way of that one, and she will be aboard with a walk. So King makes her way down to first base, and that will bring up Clea Glazer, who will bat. Or they might be substituting here. We'll look and see. They are putting a courtesy runner into the game to run for Annabelle King. So it will be Glazer who will bat. And she will square the bunt, gets it down, and it will go foul. So over at first base is Kayla Koblenz, is running at first. She will be the courtesy runner. So here is the 1-0 offering. That is also bunted right back to the pitcher. Bickle will throw on to Miller at first and get the put out. So the sacrifice executed perfectly for the first out of the inning as Koblenz moves up to second base. And now Kylie LaCroix, the right-handed hitting left fielder, will bat with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. LaCroix, the number 9 hitter. Krista Miller will await on deck. The first pitch floats high for ball 1. Lady Pirates up 2-0. They got 2 in the opening inning. True Tango belted a triple to drive in Miller for the first run. There's a foul back. And then Audrey Miller had a base hit that scored True Tango from third. Miller ended up moving over to second and third base on an error in the outfield. And then Miller was stranded at third base to close out the inning. Here's the pitch, and it is popped up in the infield, and back goes Weaver, the shortstop, to make the grab for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs and still a runner aboard. That is Koblenz at second base, and we're back to the top of the order for the Pirates and Krista Miller, the center fielder, who will lead things off. She singled, hit a line drive past the second baseman to get aboard, and then eventually scored on the True Tango triple. And she looks at a pitch down low for ball 1. Second pitch is lined into center field, and over the center fielder's head, Yoder. Coming around to score will be Koblenz. Now on her way to third with a stand-up triple is going to be Krista Miller. So the center fielder, Yoder, took 1 step in as the ball was hit and then quickly realized that she was going to have to back up to make a play on it. But it had some good pace on it as Miller struck it well. And now she stands at third base with a triple with one runner in. Collects the RBI. And now Kayla Miller will bat. And this gets by the catcher, and coming in to score is going to be Krista Miller on the wild pitch. So 2 have crossed the plate here for the Pirates in this bottom of the second inning. Kayla Miller was out on a sacrifice back in the first inning, so now she'll be swinging away with nobody aboard. That one is down low for 2 balls and no strikes. Kilbuck Savings Bank proudly supports the local youth and hope that you knock it out of the park this tournament season. Special thanks to Kilbuck Savings Bank for supporting our broadcast here on WKLM. That's ball 3 that's down low. Extends the count to 3 balls and no strikes to Kayla Miller. True Tango awaits on deck. Tango had that towering triple back in the opening inning. Here is the 3-1 offering, and that is downstairs. So a 4-pitch walk as Miller will make her way on down to first base. And now the ever-dangerous True Tango coming to the plate. So now a conference on the mound as they are out to talk with Bickle. We will take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this here on WKLM.
Since 1975, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has been an industry pioneer in real estate at auction. This is Anthony Kaufman. Some companies come and go, and some experience ownership changes, but Dave Kaufman has owned and overseen every aspect of his company. During that time, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has grown and expanded to meet increasing customer needs while always staying on the cutting edge of technology and giving back to the community. Rooted in tradition, growing through innovation, we are Kaufman Realty and Auctions in Millersburg, Sugar Creek, New Philadelphia, Cambridge, and at kaufmanrealty.com.
Bickle rocks and fires, and True Tango fouls the first pitch back over the screen. Tango, a triple, drove in a run back in the first inning. She also came around to score on the base hit by Audrey Miller. It's Garaway leading this game 4-0. They got 2 in the first and now 2 in the second. Tango looks at a strike, now 1-1 the count. Bickle rocks and fires, and that is downstairs for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Kayla Miller standing at first base. She walked a moment ago. And now the pitch to Tango, a swing and a foul, and that is going to get out of play. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Audrey Miller awaits on deck. And here is the 2-2 offering. That is a base hit into left field. Going to be fielded out there by Hales, and she will quickly get it back into the infield to hold up the runner, Kayla Miller, who went from first to second. So Tango, her second hit of the game. So now 2 aboard with 2 out, and cleanup hitter Audrey Miller stepping to the plate. Miller had a base hit and drove in a run in her first at bat. She can do some damage here. She got 12 home runs and 41 RBIs on the season. And that one's downstairs for ball 1. We mentioned the wind blowing in today. Here's the pitch, and there is a base hit going into left field. Hales will pick it up and quickly get it into play. They will hold up the runner at third base and Miller. So Kayla Miller stands at third. True Tango moves up to second. And Audrey Miller with the single finds her position down at first base to load the bases for Nadia Pope. So Pope struck out back in the first inning. Now she can look to do some damage here. And there's a ball inside The first offering from Bickle. That pitch is also downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. When Pope struck out back in the first inning, it was a drop third strike, so they had to throw her out at first base. That's in play here with 2 outs. There's ball 3. So now 3 balls and no strikes. As Bickle has struggled to find the strike zone here. She's already had 2 walks in the inning. And here's the pitch, grounder to short, and a quick throw on to second base. It is in time as Weaver flips it to Yoder for the 3rd out of the inning. But for the Garaway Pirates, they do more damage. They get 2 runs on 3 base hits, 3 runners left, and at the end of 2, it is Garaway 4 and Hiland nothing. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomerane Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
Unlock your potential and explore exciting career paths with Buckeye Career Center. Are you passionate about automotive repair? Dive into our auto collision repair program. Maybe designs. Our computer-aided design program could help you bring your ideas to life. Or maybe you're drawn to hands-on work. Our masonry program provides hands-on training to master the art of building and construction. We offer 35 high school programs at Buckeye Career Center, with one to surely fit your needs. Programs are filling quickly. Apply today at buckeyecareercenter.org.
It's the top of the order for the Hiland Hawks. Tori Weaver grounds the ball to True Tango at first base, and she will beat the throw. So give a base hit to Tori Weaver on an infield single. Tango did a great job to go over and get it, but just did not have enough on the throw. Made a great throw across, but the speedy Tori Weaver got down the line, and she is aboard with a single to lead off the inning. And here is a swing and a foul. Jalen Emmel, the left-handed hitting catcher, will bat second. Kind of steps into the pitch almost like a little running swing or a slap swing. Slap hit, I guess you would say. And that one is away for a ball, so a ball and 1 strike. Home Siding Contractors, located just outside of Millersburg on State Route 39, offers Provia exterior doors, professional crafted and customized products to meet your needs and style, along with their Ravenco line of windows. Here is the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Make sure you call Home Siding Contractors for a free home consultation at 888-725-6619. At Home Siding Contractors. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss for a strikeout. So Annabelle King rings up her 4th strikeout of the game. Brings up Eloise Bickle. Bickle walked and was stranded at second base back in the opening inning. Here's a swing and a miss for a strike. Alyssa Yoder waits on deck. Weaver stands down at first, and here's a little floater into the infield, and it goes off of the glove of the second baseman, Yoder, and she kind of hesitated for just a second, and it kind of came in and out. It looked like she had it in her mitt for a moment. That one will be one that we will defer to the official scorer from Garaway, but I'm going to actually score it as an error on the second baseman. We may change that later if we hear. But Tori Weaver moves over to second base. Bickle stands at first base, and now Alyssa Yoder will bat. She will drop down a bunt. It is fielded by King. She'll flip to third, and it's not in time. So a fielder's choice by Yoder back to the pitcher, but Weaver, who was hustling over to third base, will get there in time, and that will load the bases. That brings up Lily Miller, who will bat. She also walked back in the first inning, so now she can do some damage here with bases loaded and just one out. First pitch is high for a ball. Here in the top of the third inning, Garaway put 2 on the board in the first, scored 2 more in the second. Now the Hawks trying to answer. And here is the pitch, a foul down the right field line. Hobron's Insurance is located at 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. For a quote on your auto, home, farm, business, life, health, or annuity needs, give Hobron's Insurance a call at 1-800-340-3767. Here is the pitch, called strike, and a quick throw, and it goes into the outfield, but Weaver will stand right there at third base. She could have moved on. But a quick throw down there by the catcher in Connor. It just was over top of the head of Glazer down there at third base. So now ball and 2 strikes to Lily Miller. And she lifts this one foul and back behind us. Still a ball and 2 strikes for Lily Miller. And that one is downstairs for a ball. Evens things up at 2-2. Tori Weaver's at third base, Eloise Bickle at second, and Alyssa Yoder stands down at first for the Hawks. And looks like she got a piece of it, but Connor hangs on for the strikeout. The 5th of the game and the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 outs and still 3 aboard. Now it comes down to Olivia Yoder, who will bat. There's a strike. Yoder was at the plate back in the first when the bases were loaded, and she eventually struck out. So she has an opportunity to redeem herself here in the top of the third with 3 aboard. That's downstairs for a ball. MRV Siding Supply has top quality products like Provia Siding, decorative siding, windows and doors. All of Provia's products manufactured right here in Holmes County, 62624 Millersburg. And here's a little ground ball into the infield that is pushed by the pitcher, and that is going to allow 2 runners to score. So I think you almost have to score that as an infield single by Olivia Yoder. That pushed 2 runners across. So it kind of snuck by the pitcher in Annabelle King. But for the Hawks, they were able to get 2 runners in on a ball that was just put in play. Hey, if you can put the bat on the ball, good things can happen. Now it brings up Lily Miller. And they grounds it to shortstop. Tango has it go off of her glove. 1 run's going to score, and now a 2nd run will cross the plate, and we have a tie ball game. So the Hawks have answered with 4 runs here in the third, and the Pirates want to talk about it. We'll be back with more right after this on WKLM.
At Beachy's, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beachies.com.
First pitch to Alyssa Hales, swing and a miss for a strike. The Hawks found themselves down 4-0 entering the third inning, but they have pushed across 4 runs thanks to a couple of Garaway errors and timely hits by the Hawks. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is high for a ball. So a ball and a strike to Alyssa Hales. King rocks and fires, and there's a strike, bringing it to a ball and 2 strikes. Hales struck out back in the second inning. So a runner aboard and Lily Miller standing down at first base. And the 1-2 pitch, that's outside, ball 2. Evens a count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here is the 2-2, swing and a miss, and that will do it. So the third strikeout of the inning and the 6th of the game for Annabelle King. But the Hawks have answered. They get 4 runs on 2 base hits, 2 errors, and 1 runner left. Middle of the third, it is Hiland 4 and Garaway 4. This is girls tournament basketball. Girls tournament softball, rather, on WKLM.
Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sunland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil, and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
The second offering into the hitter. Keaton Yoder grounded to third base, and Miller to Miller on the put out, 5-3 for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Annabelle King, who will bat for the Lady Pirates. She walked back in the second inning, substituted by Koblenz, who eventually came around to score as the pinch runner crossed the plate. Got a brand new ball game here at 4-4. King lifts this one foul back behind us. So a ball and a strike. At the conclusion of today's contest, we'll be announcing our Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game. They're located in downtown Berlin. Give them a call at 330-449-9955 or visit them on the web at tablerockpizza.com. Player of the game tonight going to receive a certificate for a small 1-topping pizza from Table Rock Pizza. 2 balls and a strike to Annabelle King, and that one is high for ball 3. So 3-1. Clea Glazer waits on deck. And the pitch to King, a swing, and she offers at it. That one was above her head, so extends the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that pitch is downstairs for a ball. So for a second straight at bat, Annabelle King will draw the walk, and she will make her way down to first base. And now it looks like they're going to bring Koblenz back in to run. So Koblenz takes her place back at first base, and that brings up Clea Glazer. Glazer with a sacrifice back in the second inning. And she looks at a pitch downstairs for ball 1. Garaway got 2 in the first, 2 in the second. The Pirates, or the Hawks, answer with 4 in the top of the third. And now runner going, throw down to second base. And it was a close play, but as the tag was applied by Weaver. Almost looked like she tagged her on the helmet, and the ball popped out. So a stolen base by Koblenz as she moves up to second. So now a runner in scoring position with one out for Glazer. She looks at a pitch high. So runs the count to 3-0. And the 3-0 offering is downstairs. That is ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk puts runners at first and second base. Koblenz at second. Glazer moves her way down to first, and now that brings up Kylie LaCroix, who popped out in her last at bat. She will bat with 2 runners aboard and 1 out. And here is the pitch from Bickle, and that is high for ball 1. There's a strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. All the clouds have kind of moved on. When the sun's out, it feels warmer. A beautiful day for softball here to open up the Division VI sectional tournament. There's a line drive snared by Weaver, and a quick tag out at second base to double up Koblenz, and that will bring us to the end of the inning. So for the Pirates, no runs, no base hits, 1 runner left. At the end of 3, it is Hiland 4, Garaway 4. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Give your home the protection it deserves with Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding from MRV Siding Supply. Cedar Max by Provia delivers outstanding performance inside and out, all in a variety of beautiful colors. Backed by a lifetime limited warranty, Cedar Max keeps your home looking great for years to come. Stop by MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or MRVsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Make sure your Medicare open enrollment plan allows you to receive the pharmacy service you deserve. This is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and did you know that Medicare prescription plans are constantly changing from one year to the next? More and more plans are increasing copays or trying to force you into using their plan-owned mail-order pharmacies. Let us help you prepare for the upcoming year by scheduling a consultation with one of our expert team members, or tell your current insurance expert to make sure your plan allows you to get your prescriptions at one of our local Premier Pharmacy locations in Berlin, Millersburg, and now also in downtown Sugar Creek. Thank you for allowing us to be your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Callie Eckert will lead things off for the Hiland Hawks as they bat here in the top of the 4th inning. She's looked at 2 pitches and is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Eckert playing right field today. She struck out in her last at bat. Number 9 hitter, Tori Weaver, awaiting on deck. Here's a pitch, and that is line foul over towards the concession stand. Our producer today is Abrielle Jones and Kenley Arner doing the camera work. Did you guys see the newly painted water tower over there? You guys just noticed that? It says Home of the Pirates. So if you come up on the hill in Sugar Creek, you'll have to check that out. Heard some of the girls talking about it before the game. That pitch downstairs, 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 2. So now extends the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the payoff, and that is downstairs for ball 4, and Callie Eckert has drawn a walk. So she makes her way down to first base, and now we flip to the top of the order with Tori Weaver. Weaver's been on twice, scored a run, reached on an error back in the 1st inning, singled and came around to score in the 4-run 4th. So Weaver, the right-handed hitting shortstop. She will look at the first pitch, called a strike right at the knees. Jalen Emmel waits on deck. Nobody out, runner aboard, and that one is high. A ball and a strike to Tori Weaver. Annabelle King rocks and fires. That is down low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Eckert standing at first base. Drew the walk, and now we've got a conference on the mound, so we will take a quick break. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
They've broken up the conference on the mound, and Annabelle King is ready to go again. Tori Weaver steps back to the plate with 2 balls and 1 strike. She's been on base twice today, would like to be there again. Here's the 2-1 offering. That is downstairs for ball 3, so runs the count to 3-1. And the pitch, a swing and a foul. That goes back behind us. Pretty good crowd on hand here today to see this one. Our home plate umpire asking for softballs. We saw athletic director Chip Amicone bring down some balls in between innings, but you know, those have been fouled and not been returned. So now that we got one back in play. What a beautiful complex. Combination of turf and grass in the outfield. I think this is maybe the 3rd season for turf here at Garaway. That is ball 4, and Weaver is aboard for a 3rd straight time. So Weaver, the 2nd Lady Hawk to draw a walk in the inning. Weaver at first base. Callie Eckert slides over to 2nd. And now Jalen Emmel will bat. Emmel reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning, struck out back in the 3rd, so she is 0 for 2. Left-handed hitting catcher. And the 2nd pitch is also high, so runs the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Eloise Bickle awaits on deck. The Hawks with a runner in scoring position, and that is a swing and a miss. So 2 balls and a strike. And that's a called strike, even the count at 2-2. Kilbuck Savings Bank proudly supports the local youth and hope that you knock it out of the park this season. That's from the Kilbuck Savings Bank. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to 2nd base. It is fielded, and a throw over to first base. Yoder to Miller for the out, but both runners move up. Yoder looked back at 2nd base and thought about going to tango to maybe cut down the runner going from 1st to 2nd, but decided to just get the out. So the 1st out of the inning, but both runners moving up. So Eckert stands at 3rd base. Weaver is at 2nd. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Eloise Bickle. Bickle has been on base twice, walked in the 1st, reached on an error, and eventually scored back in the 3rd inning. Looks at a strike, and now here is the pitch by King. That is a 2nd straight strike to the number 3 hitter in Eloise Bickle. King rocks and fires, a swing and a grounder to short, fielded by Tango. She will throw to first for the out, but a run comes to the plate, and she is in there, sliding safely. And that will give the Hawks another run and put them in the lead at 5-4. So Callie Eckert will score. So credit Bickle with a sacrifice. Over to third is Tori Weaver. And now Alyssa Yoder will bat with 2 outs and still a runner in scoring position at third base. Yoder, the number 4 hitter, takes a strike. Yoder reached on a fielder's choice and also scored back in the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is fouled off to the right. That went over onto one of the Little League fields back behind us. Now the youngsters here at up on the hill are scrambling to climb the fence and go over and get it and try not to disrupt the Little League game behind us, if you know the complex up here on the hill. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alyssa Yoder. And King will rock and fire with the pitch. That is downstairs for a ball. So evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 outs, still a runner aboard at third base, and Tori Weaver. Yoder would like to put the bat on the ball and get her in. Here's a swing and a ball lifted into shallow left field, and that is caught by LaCroix for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Hawks do damage. They get 1 run on no hits. They leave 1 on base, and it's the middle of the 4th. It is Hiland 5, Garaway 4. This is girls tournament softball on WKLM.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
A remodel or new build is more than just a project. At Keim, we believe these projects mean creating a new play space for your little ones, designing a gathering place to make and share meals, or building an outdoor oasis to relax and recharge. We're here to help you reimagine your space. Our home center in Charm is a one-stop shop for flooring, appliances, kitchens, and so much more. Our team of experts is here to help support you every step of the way. That's the beauty of working with Keim. That's your home reimagined.
Bottom of the 4th inning, leading off will be Krista Miller. It'll be hitters 1, 2, and 3 for the Garaway Pirates. They find themselves down by a run. Here is a deep fly to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Miller on her horse, rounding second, headed to third. She's in with a stand-up triple. So her 2nd triple of the game and 3rd hit of the afternoon. Miller has been on 3 times and scored twice. So now that will bring up Kayla Miller. Don't forget, coming up after the game tonight, we will be announcing our Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game. There is a sacrifice bunt down to the pitcher and a quick throw on to first for the out, but the run does come across on the sacrifice. So a sacrifice and an RBI pushes Miller across the plate. So Kayla Miller does her job on the sacrifice put out. We'll score it 1-3. And this game is tied now at 5 apiece. True Tango will bat. Tango also has 2 hits. She scored once, triple and a single. Tango's on-base percentage is .642. That's the highest on the team. And she's proved that. She raised it tonight with being on base twice and 2 at-bats. She stands in there with 2 balls and no strikes. Audrey Miller waits on deck. And here is the pitch to Tango. That's downstairs, ball 3. So a 3-0 count to the right-handed hitting shortstop in true Tango. And she will take ball 4 downstairs and make her way on to first. That on-base percentage just went up another notch. That brings up Audrey Miller. Audrey Miller's been on base twice. A couple of singles to her credit tonight. And that's a pitch that's a little bit high for ball 1. Bottom of the 4th. Pirates got 2 in the opening inning, 2 more in the second. And they've got 1 here in the 4th to tie the game. All of the Hawks runs came in the top of the 3rd. Miller's looked at 2 straight pitches out of the strike zone. So Bickle will rock and fire with the 2-0 pitch. Little flare right back to the pitcher, goes off of her glove, and now they will throw down to second base to get the out. So a good heads-up play there by the catcher, Jalen Emmel, after the ball kind of flared off of the glove of Bickle. Emmel with the presence of mind to throw down to second base to Weaver to get the out. So a fielder's choice puts Miller aboard. Tango is out going from first to second on the 1 to 2 to 6. And now first pitch swinging, base hit into the gap. That's going to run all the way to the fence. Tango coming around, and she is going to score. And that's going to that's going to be Miller who comes around to score. And that gives Garaway now a 1-run lead after pushing across 2 runs in the inning. So a double by Nadia Pope. We hadn't even announced her yet as she swung at the first pitch. Gets the RBI. First pitch now to Keaton Yoder is downstairs for a ball. Yoder's 0 for 2. She'd like to get into the action. Pirates have regained the lead by a run, and now this ball is lifted deep into left field, and it's going to be ran down and caught by Hales, who got on her horse to chase that one down for the 3rd out of the inning. But for the Pirates, they get 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 runner left at the end of 4. It is Garaway 6 and Hiland 5. This is girls tournament softball on WKLM.
Some call it overplanning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Top of the 5th inning. It'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7 for the Hiland Hawks. Lily Miller will lead things off. She is 0 for 1 today. Walked back in the 1st, a strikeout victim in the 3rd. And she looks at a pitch outside for ball 1. So a ball and a strike for the right-handed hitting 3rd baseman. There's a ball lined right back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Lily Miller. She makes her way down to first base, so a leadoff runner is aboard. A leadoff hitter is aboard. And now Olivia Yoder will step to the plate. Yoder's 1 for 2 with a base hit. Knocked in a couple of runs back in the 3rd inning. And she will square to bunt, and this one is pushed foul. Lily Miller will await on deck. And then Hales and Eckert will round out the bottom of the order if we get that far. So no balls and a strike. And this one is fouled right off the plate and scooped up by the catcher, Sophia Connor. Hiland got 4 runs back in the 3rd inning. They pushed across 1 run last inning to take a lead, only to see Garaway take it back with 2 in the bottom of the inning. And there is a strikeout as Yoder squared to bunt. As that will record the first out of the inning. It is the 7th strikeout of the game for Annabelle King. So now Lily Miller will step to the plate, or excuse me. And a ground ball to short. Tango Fields steps on the bag, throw to first for the double play. So quickly Garaway out of trouble on a great play by the shortstop, True Tango. So for the Hawks, no runs, 1 base hit, nobody left. Middle of the 5th, it is Garaway 6, Hiland 5. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
There may be other choices out there, but when it comes to tires and service, there's really only one place to go. Millersburg Tire Service. In business for over 73 years, it's not just about the prices, it's about the people and the service. That's why service is in their name. They started back in 1953 from humble beginnings, and today they continue serving homes in the surrounding counties with a beautiful showroom, modern facilities, and even a front porch where you're always welcome. They treat people the way you want to be treated. With all that, there's no reason to go anywhere else. Millersburg Tire Service, located on State Route 39, east of Millersburg.
Likert Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Annabelle King will bat in the bottom of the 5th for the Garaway Pirates. She stands in there with 2 balls and no strikes. Bickle rocks and fires. A swing and a liner right at the shortstop Weaver. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So a line out to short, the first out of the inning, and that brings up Clea Glazer. Glazer is 0 for 1. Well, actually, she had a sacrifice, so she is hasn't had an official at bat with a sacrifice on her first at bat, then walked last inning. Looks at a strike. And that pitch is downstairs for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Glazer. Glazer, the third baseman for the Garaway Pirates. Kylie LaCroix waits on deck. Garaway pushed across 2 runs last inning. And there is a foul back that goes off our home plate umpire's mask. He's taking a couple of shots today. Emil asks if he's all right. Ball and 2 strikes. And that one is downstairs for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Now Bickle rocks and fires, a swing, and this one is lifted into shallow left field. Weaver goes back onto the grass and will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Weaver with both putouts here in the bottom of 5. That brings up Kylie LaCroix. Don't forget, at the conclusion of today's game, we'll be announcing our Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game. They're located in downtown Berlin. Give them a call at 330-449-9955 or visit them on the web at tablerockpizza.com. Our player of the game is going to receive a gift certificate for a small one-topping pizza from Table Rock Pizza in Berlin. Second offering is downstairs for ball 2 as Kylie LaCroix stands in, the number 9 hitter for the Garaway Pirates. For Hiland in the top of the 6th, it'll be hitters 8, 9, and 1. And that is lifted foul and goes back behind the play. A couple of youngsters almost ran over a trash can to try to chase that one down. It's making some noise here. I remember chasing foul balls. Did you chase them, Abby? Did you chase foul balls as a kid? No. That's upstairs for ball 3. You said what? Oh, you were playing. You weren't chasing balls. Okay. See, I came from a big family. That's ball 4 as Kylie LaCroix will make her way down. You had brothers and sisters, you know, like when your siblings would play, you'd be at the game and the foul ball would be hit. Man, you run after it. You never did that? Must have been a competition thing with our family, possibly. Got to chase it down. So a runner aboard with 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order. And Krista Miller will bat. She is 3 for 3, has 2 triples and a single. She has scored all 3 times. So Garaway could do some damage here after the first 2 were out in order. And then Kylie LaCroix draws the walk. She's at first. And now Krista Miller to bat. And she looks at the ball upstairs. So now 2 balls and no strikes. And that one is lifted. And it's going to drop and be a fair ball. The home plate umpire points, and that is going to drop in. And that's going to push runners to second and third. So Krista Miller with a double down the line moves up both of our runners. That is certainly one of many plays by Krista Miller. Could be one of our Mill Street Diner play of the game. Of course, Mill Street Diner proud to support the Garaway Lady Pirates. And pitches upstairs for a ball. Mill Street Diner player of the game. They're located at 993 West Main Street in Sugar Creek. Give them a call at 330-852-5204. And the Mill Street Diner player of the game going to receive a $25 gift card to the Mill Street Diner. Proud sponsors of the Garaway Pirates. So 3 balls and no strikes, and that's in there for a strike to Kayla Miller. And that's called strike 2, caught the inside corner. So now the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kayla Miller. Looking to put the bat on the ball with 2 runners in scoring position. This one is lined right over the pitcher's head. That's going to push 2 runs in. And Kayla Miller delivers with an RBI single that scores 2 runs. As Krista Miller will score right behind Kylie LaCroix. And the Pirates have answered for 2 more here in the bottom of the 5th. True Tango will now bat with a runner aboard and 2 outs. The Pirates have scored 2 here in the 5th inning. Tango looks at a second pitch. That is downstairs. So 2 balls and no strikes to True Tango, who's been on base all 3 times. That one gets away from the catcher and Emmel. So Miller will move up to second base. Tango is 2 for 2. Walked in her last at bat. Count has run to 3-0, and there's a swing and a drive. Right center field going back, and that one is gone. So True Tango, with her 10th home run of the season, will push across 2 runs, and Tango greeted at home plate, and she collects 2 RBIs with the big swing of the bat. So the Pirates have now scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We have a meeting at the mound. We will take a break and be back. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
The Lady Hawks got the first 2 Pirates out to lead off the inning, but 4 runners have reached base and 4 have come across for the Garaway Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th, as Audrey Miller will stand in. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of singles. Scored once, has an RBI to her credit. First pitch was out of the strike zone. Now the second offering is fouled out beyond the Garaway dugout. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Mill Street Diner is proud to sponsor the player of the game for the Garaway Pirates. Mill Street Diner, located at 993 West Main Street in Sugar Creek. Krista Miller certainly deserving. Also True Tango, kind of putting her name on the board for that player of the game, the $25 gift certificate from Mill Street Diner. Audrey Miller looks at a pitch upstairs for ball 3, so now 3 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. Miller trying to get aboard, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. So count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, that is lifted down the right side. That's going to be down the line for a base hit. Miller rounding first to second, and now over to third with a stand-up triple. So Audrey Miller standing at third base, and the Pirates aren't done here in the bottom of the 5th. So Audrey Miller enjoying a 3 for 4 day at the plate with a couple of singles and now a triple. And that will bring up Nadia Pope, who doubled her last time up and drove in a run back in the 4th inning. She looks at a strike. Pirates on top 10-5 here in the bottom of 5. That pitch is downstairs for a ball. So ball and a strike to the right-handed hitting right fielder in Nadia Pope. The pitch is upstairs, 2-1. Audrey Miller stands on third base. They'd like to push her across. Bickle rocks and fires, and that is high for ball 3. So 3-1 now to Nadia Pope. Keaton Yoder waits on deck. And that is downstairs for a ball. So Nadia Pope issued the free pass as she moves down to first base. Miller standing at third. And now Keaton Yoder will bat. She is the 9th hitter of the inning. And the Pirates have scored all of these runs with 2 outs. King and Glazier were out quickly to lead off the inning. But then LaCroix, Miller, and Tango all to the plate, all scored. And now Miller and Pope aboard. And Keaton Yoder trying to do some damage here in her 4th trip to the plate. She is 0 for 3. Love to put the bat on the ball and put something in play here. She's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Nadia Pope at first, Audrey Miller standing at third base after her triple, and that's ball 3 down low. Bickle back to the mound, and she will deliver a pitch right at the knees for a strike. 3-1. Bickle rocks and fires, ground ball right to third base. It's fielded by Miller. She throws across the diamond to Miller at first, and that will be the end of the inning. But the Pirates do damage. They get 4 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, 2 runners left. After 5, it is Garaway 10, Hiland 5. This is girls tournament softball on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because the deals at Roadie's IGA were too good to pass up.
Smart Chicken. Right now through Sunday, get Gerber's thighs or chicken drumsticks, just $1.99 a pound, and Gerber's boneless chicken lover's choice for only $3.98 a pound.
Plus, Epper's smoked sausage for $3.48, Oscar Mayer beef franks $4.98, and baby back pork ribs for $3.88 a pound.
And don't forget produce. Blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries are 2 for $6.
That chicken didn't just cross the road, he crossed over to savings.
Roadie's IJ Marketplace in Millersburg. Low prices so good, even the livestock are shopping here.
We head to the top of the 6th inning for the Hiland Lady Hawks. It'll be hitters 8, 9, and 1 for the Hawks. Alyssa Hales, Callie Eckert, and Tori Weaver will all bat for Hiland here in the top of the 6th inning. Jaylene Jimenez will be coming into the ball game for the Garaway Pirates. She will take the position of Keaton Yoder at second base defensively. So it looks like they've kind of shifted some things around. For the Pirates, Audrey Miller has moved over to second base. There's a swing and a miss by Alyssa Hales, rather. Try to see if we can get everything defensively. So Jimenez is moved to third. She's playing third base for the Pirates. Ball fouled back. So Miller moved to second, and then Glazer is now playing at first base. And Jimenez is the third baseman for the Pirates. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's down low for a ball. So I think I've got it straight now. Hales is 0 for 2 today. She has struck out in both appearances. And a swing and a liner right into the, right towards the dugout. That actually went off the leg of Callie Eckert, who was standing in the on-deck circle. Look out over there. So Annabelle King out for her sixth inning of work. She's ahead in the count 1-2 on Alyssa Hales, and that one is up high for ball 2. So 2-2 now. Two pitch called, strike 3. And that is the 8th strikeout of the game for Annabelle King. So 1 out. That'll bring up Callie Eckert, the number 9 hitter for the Lady Hawks. Eckert with a swing and a miss. She is 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out back in the 2nd, walked and scored a run in the 4th. Annabelle King rocks and fires, and that is outside for a ball. So evening up the count at 1-1. Winner today advances to play on Wednesday, most likely against Shenandoah. That pitch is high for a ball. Or no, excuse me, that was high but swung and missed. So ball and 2 strikes. And that one is called strike 3 at the knees. So Eckert caught looking for the 2nd out of the inning. And now the 9th strikeout of the game for Annabelle King. Don't forget, the conclusion of today's game, we'll be announcing our Mill Street Diner player of the game for the Garaway Pirates. $25 gift card from Mill Street Diner. They're located at 993 West Main Street in Sugar Creek. Annabelle King, certainly under consideration for one of our players of the game today. There's a ground ball to short. Tango fields and throws, but it gets out of the hand of Glazer, the first baseman. So Tori Weaver is aboard. That's an error on the first baseman. So second time today that Weaver has reached on an error. She's been on base all 4 times. Jalen Emmel will now bat for a 4th time today. She will slap it to left field, and it's just foul. Emmel back in the box with an 0-1 count, and Annabelle King rocks and fires, and that is high for a ball. So 1-1. Hales and Eckert back-to-back strikeouts to lead off the inning. Weaver reaches on an error, and now Emmel, the number 2 hitter, in the lineup trying to extend the inning. Two balls and a strike. King with the pitch. That is high and inside. So 3-1. Emmel kind of looking down third base dugout, or third base coach's box. That's ball 4. So Emmel's aboard now. So after 2 quick outs, Weaver on. Now Emmel is on. Puts runners at first and second for Eloise Bickle, who will bat for the Hawks. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Walked, reached on an air, scored a run. Also drove in a run on a putout. Now she lifts one's foul down the right field side. Long strike. That pitch is down low for a ball, so evens things up at a ball and a strike for the right-handed hitting pitcher. Ball is lifted into center field. Back goes Miller. She will make the catch and retire the side to end the inning. For the Hawks, they get no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. Middle of the 6th, it is Garaway 10 and Hiland 5. This is Girls Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Did you know having algae, moss, or mildew on your roof can impact your insurance? Take care of the problem before your insurance company takes action by calling Express Power Washing Incorporated at 330-231-4392. Home of the 2-year guarantee. If the green comes back, they come back. Call Express Power Washing Incorporated today at 330-231-4392 before your insurance company calls you.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Garaway Pirates leading Hiland 10-5. I'm Casey Claxon. Glad you could join us tonight here on the WKLM YouTube channel for tonight's ball game. Garaway with 2 runs in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th inning. And then they tacked on 4 more in the 5th. The Hawks, they scored 4 in the 3rd inning and also had 1 in the 5th, or 1 in the 4th rather, and actually had a 1-run lead. Garaway batted all the way around in the 5th inning when they got their 4 runs and extending their lead, and now they will start where they began the 5th with Annabelle King to lead things off. A ball and a strike to her. King lined out to shortstop to lead off the 5th. Now she looks at a pitch downstairs, extends the count to 2-1. Ball is high for ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. And that is ball 4. As Annabelle King makes her way down to first base. So the Pirates with the leadoff runner aboard. And now it looks like we were going to have another courtesy runner for Koblenz. Or that's King, who's being ran for, as Koblenz will make her way back to first base. She's ran pretty much every time that King has been on board. She's 3 times that she's run today. Here is a ball lifted by Glazer into the outfield. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So that kind of fell in between left field and the center fielder. So just a high single. But Glazer with her first hit of the day. And now they've got 2 runners aboard with nobody out. Brings up number 9 hitter Kylie LaCroix. Good job by Immel to dig that one out. So 2 runners aboard with nobody out. LaCroix at the plate. She is 0 for 2 on the day. Walked her last time up. Here's a ground ball to third. It is fielded by Miller. She will step on the bag for the force out for the first out of the inning. So a fielder's choice for LaCroix. Koblenz is out running from second to third on the putout. Glazer moves up to second, so gives us Glazer at second base and LaCroix at first. Now the Pirates are going to have another substitution. Krista Miller will stand to bat. Looks like they're going to send out a runner at second base, so it's going to be Callie Hostetler to go out and run. So it looks like she's going to run for Glazer there at second base. So we're back to the top of the order for Krista Miller, who will bat. Now Miller will stand in. Miller with 4 hits on the day, scored 4 times, and she will look at a pitch high. Miller with 2 triples, a double, and a single. Big day at the plate for her. And there's a pitch that's high. Both runners are going to move up after the wild pitch. So Hostetler over to third and LaCroix down to second base as Krista Miller stands back in with 2 balls and no strikes. And ball 3 is down low. So 3-0. Kayla Miller awaits on deck. Just 1 out here in the inning. And Bickle will rock and fire, and that one is popped up, and that is foul. Back behind us. Extends the count to 3-1. Miller had a single back in the first inning. Her triples came in the second and fourth inning, and then doubled in her last at bat, and now she is issued a free pass to first via the walk to load the bases. So first base was open. Now that brings up Kayla Miller, the designated player who will bat. Kayla Miller with a 2-run single in her last at bat in the 5th inning. Looks at a pitch down low for ball 1. So the base is full of Pirates with Miller at first, Hostetler at third, LaCroix at second base, and that is a swing and a drive that is back and caught by the left fielder Hales, but tagging up and scoring from third base is going to be Hostetler as she will use her wheels to get down the line. So a fly to left is a sacrifice for the second out, and LaCroix moved up to third. Hostetler crossed the plate via the sacrifice fly, and Garaway's lead is now moved to 11-5. Pirates lead. Miller will take the run down to second base after a strike was pitched to True Tango. There's strike 2 to the right-handed hitting shortstop. Tango a homer in her last at bat, 2-run dinger. The 0-2 pitch, that's high for ball 1. Tango has 3 hits on the day, a triple, a single, and then, of course, the homer in her last at bat. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to shortstop, goes off the glove of Weaver, and both runners are going to score. Tango down to second base on the throw. So both LaCroix and Krista Miller score. So they pushed across 3 runs here in the inning, and Garaway now extends their lead 13-5. And that brings up Audrey Miller. So we have two outs in the inning. Ground ball to third, and it's fielded cleanly by Miller. She throws across the diamond to Miller at first base, and that will be the end of the inning. But the Pirates push across 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Pirates with 3 runs on 1 base hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left. At the end of 6, it is Garaway 13 and Hiland 5. This is girls tournament softball on WKLM.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Phillips CT GIMD is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek and the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment.
We're back for the top of the 7th here at Garaway High School. Pirates leading 13-5 over the Hiland Hawks. This is their last chance with Yoder, Miller, and Yoder to bat. Yoder looks at a strike. Annabelle King has gone the distance for the Pirates. The pitch is upstairs for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's high for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike to the right-handed hitting second baseman. King rocks and fires for strike 2. Evens a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, that is fouled back. Yoder's 0 for 3 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored back in the 3rd inning. She'd like to scratch out her first hit here. Lily Miller awaits on deck. And here's the pitch from King. A swing and a foul. Goes off the bat and the mask of the Garaway catcher, and Sophia Connor. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pirates got 5 runs in the 3rd inning and then 1 in the 4th. That's for their runs, rather. Or excuse me, their 4 runs. And there's a called strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So 10th strikeout of the game for Annabelle King. I was reading my scorebook wrong. The Hawks got 4 runs in the 3rd inning and then 1 in the 4th. The Pirates with 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th. And they put up a couple of crooked numbers in innings 5 and 6. 4 runs in the 5th and then 3 last inning. Called strike to Lily Miller. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. A swing and a miss for strike 2. Miller stands back in. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and that is down low for a ball. Defensively for the Pirates, they've got Jimenez at third base, Tango at short, Miller at second base, and then Glazer is playing first. LaCroix, Miller, and Pope in the outfield. And the 1-2 pitch is also down low. Connor behind the plate. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 13-5 lead for the Garaway Pirates. They're eyeing the next round of the tournament. They can take care of business here in the 7th. Here's a grounder fielded by Jimenez, and a throw to first in time to Glazer for out number 2. So the Hawks now down to their final out here in the 7th. And it will be Olivia Yoder to bat. Yoder is 1 for 3 on the day, a single and scored a run. King starts her off with a strike right down the heart of the plate. King's second offering is right at the knees for strike 2. So now the Hawks down to their final strike. And King with the 0-2 pitch, and that hits the outside corner, and that is strike number 3, the 11th strikeout of the game, and that will do it here for the Hiland Hawks, and the Garaway Pirates will advance in the first round of the Division VI sectional tournament here in the East District. Our final score, it is Garaway 13 and Hiland 5. This is girls tournament softball on WKLM.
This is Emily Sheely of Burgett Insurance. Farm ownership is a huge investment. Protect your investment with the right insurance policy. I proudly represent Buckeye Insurance Group, a company that has been insuring farms since 1879. Together we can make sure you have coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance working together to protect you.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
Are you ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
At Beaches, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beaches.com.
Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil, and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
Give your home the protection it deserves with Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding from MRV Siding Supply. Cedar Max by Provia delivers outstanding performance inside and out, all in a variety of beautiful colors. Backed by a lifetime limited warranty, Cedar Max keeps your home looking great for years to come. Stop by MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
We are back at Garaway High School after tonight's game between the Pirates and the Hawks of Hiland. Our post-game show is being brought to you by Denco Marketing. The Garaway Pirates defeat Hiland by a score of 13-5. Let's tell you how it happened. Garaway jumped on the board with a pair of runs in both the first and the second inning. That was highlighted by a true tango triple, which drove in a run in the first inning, and then not to be outdone, Krista Miller with a triple in the second inning to also push across a run. Garaway led 4-0 at the end of 2. And then a surprise by the Hawks. They were able to score 4 runs in the top of the third inning to tie the game at 4 apiece. That inning was highlighted by Olivia Yoder's 2-run single, which pushed across two runs. The Hiland was also aided by a couple of Garaway fielding errors, which helped extend the inning, and we were tied at 3 after 3 complete. Hiland ended up getting 1 run in the top of the 4th on a ground-out single by Eloise Bickle. That made it 5-4 in favor of Hiland as they led after 3.5 by a score of 5-4. And then Garaway got their bats going throughout the rest of the game as they were able to tack on 2 more runs in the 4th inning. Krista Miller with her second triple of the game, and also Nadia Pope with a double to drive in a run. They scored 4 times in the 5th inning as True Tango highlighted the 5th with a 2-run bomb that pushed across 2 runs. Kayla Miller also had a 2-run single to drive in a couple of runners as well. And then Garaway wrapped it up in the bottom of the 6th as they scored 3 times thanks to a couple of walks. They pushed across a run with a sacrifice fly and also a base hit by Kayla Glazer, as also 2 runs came across on an error as True Tango put the ball in play. So again, our final score, it was Garaway defeating Hiland by a score of 13-5 here tonight. Coming up next on our Denco post-game show, we will be announcing our Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game for the Hiland Hawks and also our Mill Street Diner Player of the Game for the Garaway Pirates. That and more coming up after this message from Denco Marketing.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Our final score tonight here from the Hill in Sugar Creek, it was Garaway defeating the Hiland Lady Hawks by a score of 13-5. Leading hitters in the contest for the Garaway Pirates, Krista Miller with a 4-for-4 day. She scored 5 times. She had 2 triples, drove in a run, also had a single and a double and a walk, and again she scored 5 times in the game. True Tango also had a big day for the Lady Pirates. She had a homer and drove in 2. Also had a triple back in the first inning and drove in another. She had a 3 RBI day. And also Kayla Miller at the top of the lineup. She also knocked in 3 runs. She had a sacrifice fly and also a 2-run single to pace the Garaway offense. On the mound, it was Annabelle King who did damage as she limited the Hiland Lady Hawks to just 3 hits, had 11 strikeouts, gave up 5 runs, but only 2 of those runs were earned in the game. Coming up next from Denco Marketing, we'll be announcing our Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game and our Mill Street Diner Player of the Game as our post-game show continues, brought to you by Denco Marketing.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
We welcome you back one last time to the Denco Marketing postgame show. I'm Casey Claxon as we watch the Hiland Lady Hawks fall to the Garaway Pirates. Garaway wins it 13-5 here tonight, and they will advance on in the Division 6 East District Tournament. Time now to announce both players of the game for each of our squads. First, for the Hiland Lady Hawks, our Table Rock Pizza Player of the game is going to be Tori Weaver tonight. She was on base 4 times, had a base hit, and also scored for the Lady Hawks. Also played great defensively and had a stolen base. Our Table Rock Pizza Player of the game tonight is Tori Weaver of the Hiland Hawks, and she is going to receive a gift certificate for a small 1-topping pizza from Table Rock Pizza. They're located in downtown Berlin. Give them a call at 330-449-9955 or just visit them online at tablerockpizza.com. And for the Garaway Pirates, our Mill Street Diner Player of the game is going to be Krista Miller. She was 4 for 4 at the plate, scored 5 runs, had an RBI. She had 2 triples, a single and a double, also walked, and again scored 5 runs from the leadoff spot for the Garaway Pirates. Our Mill Street Diner Player of the game, Krista Miller of the Garaway Pirates. She will receive a $25 gift card from Mill Street Diner. Mill Street Diner is located at 993 West Main Street here in Sugar Creek. You can give them a call today at 330-852-5209. I want to thank our Claxon Communications broadcast crew. Abrielle Jones was our producer tonight, and Kenley Arner was our camera operator. Also want to say thanks to Phoenix Price, I should say. See, I always get your name mixed up, Phoenix, but right. She was here tonight taking photos. And have you got those posted online to the not yet? Okay, so Phoenix is here with us tonight, helping us with our photography at the game. I'm Casey Claxon, repeating tonight's final score. The Garaway Pirates win their 22nd game of the season as they defeat Hiland 13-5. Have a good night, everyone.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.